Hello, this is Miss McMillan, and this is your third video for building your digital writing portfolio site on an iPad with Google Sites. So, if you're watching this, you've already created your site, you've added the required pages and maybe a couple optional ones, and you've made a horizontal navigation bar. So now I'm going to show you how to add content to the home page, which has specific requirements. So make sure, first thing, that when you go to your site, you press the three dots and make sure it says request mobile site, because if it says request desktop site, press that so that you're working on the desktop version. Okay, to add content, you press this pencil in the upper right. And then you'll see you have all these tools and you can add whatever you want. The home page, you're supposed to have a quote and an image that either has to do with you or your writing, and it needs to be by a famous or well-respected person. So what you do is you just open a new tab and think about what kind of quote you want. Magic comes up in my writing a lot, so I wrote quotes about magic, and then you just kind of look through until you find a quote that works for you. Mine happened to be on Goodreads, which I have already opened up to save us a little time. It's by the creator of Peter Pan. So I'm going to select this quote and copy it. Remember, what you don't want to do is don't use a meme that somebody else made, one of these images. You can make one, that's great, but don't copy somebody else's creative work. So I'm just going to put this quote here. I'm going to press the single finger and paste it. And I want to change the font because this is the one from Goodreads, the quote source. I want it to match my website. So I'm going to select it again. I'm just going to press on my quote and select all. I want to change the font. So up in your toolbar, if you press the arrow next to normal and then you press normal, it'll go to the font of your site. And then make the size what you want. I'm going with 12. And if you want, you can change the color here. I actually like it this color, so I'm going to leave that. And then I'm going to put my image above the quote. You can do it another way if you want, but I want mine above. And so for your image, I recommend that you actually make your own. And on my example site, I made a drawing of a dragon. But if you don't have time, you could go to a site like Pixabay. Here's pixabay.com, which are all licensed free to use. Or you can do a Google advanced image search where it only searches things licensed free to use. But I'm going to stick with Pixabay. And I already have my image here. I put in magic and I like this one. And it says CC0 Creative Commons and free for commercial use, no attribution, which means I don't have to even give credit. I can just use it. So press on the image you want, and then you just press Save Image, and will be in your camera roll. Now go back to your site, and the way to add an image is you press on where you want the image to go, and then in the tools, remember you have to press the pencil if you don't see the tools, but if you see them, you press Insert Image, and then press Upload Images, Photo Library, choose the one you want, done. Okay, I already did it one time, so you'll just see one. For alt text, this is so people with disabilities or visual impairments can read your site. I'll just put fairy in light bulb. That's just so if somebody can't see the image, if they're using technology to tell them what's there, they'll know. And I'll press OK. And then I want to resize it. So here is, you can press either 100%, you can press L for large, M for medium, S for small. I kind of like the L for large. And then I'm going to center it by pressing this. Do you see these bars where there's a little line? That means it'll be in the center. And now I can actually move up my quote a little bit. Oops, I went too far. Let me try that again. Okay, now it's looking pretty good. I kind of want this J.M. Barrie to be aligned left. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, that looks nice. And I kind of like how this is looking, so I press Save. Now I have built my home screen. So this concludes the video on how to build your home screen. The next video will show you how to add content to the writing pages. Okay, so find video number 4 when you're ready to add your writing. Thanks for watching.